Joy and light in reverse. We have vision in the upright. Gratitude rampage has already happened. I feel like collective, somebody is not happy about your vision coming to pass. Because if you look at this person right here is walking into basically their prosperity, into their purpose, into their happiness, and it's definitely causing some conflict within someone else, you know. But you got gratitude, so that's a good thing. Um, or maybe you've come from not having joy in life, or you know your joy in life was downward. Either way, what's happening with this is either you're coming from an unhappy place, or somebody is not happy about you coming into your greatness. Sorcery in the reverse is giving me the vibe that somebody was praying on your downfall, and you stayed gratitude. You stayed with gratitude. You still walking in your purpose. Definitely somebody did not want to see this happen. Somebody or some people, but you kept going. Um, you're building a legacy, so stay on your path. You're definitely, and with this right here, it seems as if you're speaking it into existence. So that to me is a beautiful thing. I think that you're doing wonderful things. When you work towards your purpose, when you work towards your happiness, your truth. When you live in that, the more you live in that, the more negativity, the more sorcery, that the forces that work against anything great, they go down, they lose. So keep going, collective, keep rising, keep moving. Um, Essence, I think that somebody is losing they're losing their power because of you going up in the upright. To me, it's telling me that yeah, basically what I said, the forces that go against the negativity, anybody that's in negative thought process of any positive possibilities or outcomes for whatever reason they may have, they're definitely going to be in a downward spiral, especially if they're going against the grain of positivity, gratitude, you know, you know, a great vision, a great life, a great opportunity. Transcend. So the collective, you closed out a negative cycle. You've definitely walked away from a negative cycle. It was an endless cycle of death, and you definitely you've transcended, you've ascended um from that protection. You're highly protected, collective. The more that you work into your purpose, the more that you continue in prosperity and peace and healing and growth, positivity, the closer you keep going towards your light, um, the stronger your protection. So don't walk away from your protection, because when you do that, then all of the negative forces against you, they start to go back into the upright. So don't do that against yourself. I want you to keep going, keep pushing, keep thriving, and do it with grace and do it with peace within yourself. Stay humble and never forget, from the start, who you are within. Speak life. Speak life. Everything is a journey. What I'm going through, what you're going through, what we're all going through, it is it is a journey for us to overcome. We're in constant motion to overcome. If you're not overcoming, you are under coming, if that makes sense. And so, I try to push more. I encourage myself. I listen to encouraging words from others. I hope that you can take the same for me. That is a positive cycle. This is how you come from that in that toxic cycle. You stay in the positive cycles of listening to positivity, great advice. Um keep um keep your beliefs alive. Keep learning from lessons. Keep knowing that you can learn from not just wisdom on the exterior, but wisdom within yourself. Nothing is happening to you. It's all happening for you. Um, yeah. So basically, whoever is against you is a fallen star seed. So they've fallen from their own throne. They've fallen from their own grace. Um, Basically because they're looking at you. They're hoping for your downfall. And everybody knows when you have a negative hope for something or someone else, uh, it's an automatic backfire on you. People can try to cause you harm. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you want to keep your focus on, because at the end of the day, um, whether their intent works or not, it's still going to hit them as well. Everything is a cycle. We're in that 360 circle, right? We're going round and round. So, whatever they wish for you, they better be in preparation for them to receive it themselves, because that is universal understanding. And at the end of the day, it's a thought process, it's a practice. So, if you're practicing negativity for anything or anyone else, your mind is receiving that for yourself as well. So, stay on the positive. Don't concentrate on anything or anyone that's necessarily wishing you any harm, to the extent that you get off focus of yourself. You're doing a good deed for yourself, a good deed for the balance of existence. Keep pushing, because even if no one sees it, even if no one notices it, it is still causing a great elevation for this existence. You are important. Everything in this existence is important, and everything has a role for everything. So, whether you do this in front of people or whether you do this for yourself, you are helping. Stay encouraged. Okay? I got two cards here. One of these. I love this card because what I'm feeling from this card right now is that you have slayed all of those who have trespassed against you, and you've done it with grace, and you're still moving. And this is of guidance, because um you 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 you're doing it humbly as well, might I add. And what I want to say about this right here is, you may have been in a place where it was a foreign land. You weren't sure of where you were. You didn't even realize that you were on a battlefield. You get what I'm saying? But you came out the conqueror. You came out strong. And you're still in motion. You're still moving. You did not let it take you out. You have defeated your enemies. I mean, they're done, you know? You've defeated your enemies. Um, let's see. On which, oh, somebody was doing some type of um somebody was speaking against you, collective. Somebody was praying against you, working against you. Somebody was trying to your um sabotage you, or sabotage your light, or they had malicious intent. But you have overcome these great things. You know, you have overcome the obstacles that were set in your way, and you have done it with ease and poise. And they probably mad about that too. But you know, haters, they come a dime a dozen. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you firsthand. You know, people don't have to hate you necessarily for your looks. They don't have to hate you for the material possessions. They don't. People people will have a problem with you just because you find yourself to be happy regardless of your situation or circumstances. Stay happy. Let them be mad alone. Stay secure about yourself. Let them be insecure about you and themselves alone. That's not your battle to um to fight. And now when they come up on you, of course you got to do what you got to do, and quite evidently you've done it with poise. You've done it with ease, and you still holding your sword. You standing. You get what I'm saying? So it's no need to reach back and say, oh, well, I did this and I did that. You don't have to do that, because that keeps you stuck in the cycle that they want you to stay in. That unhealthy cycle. One thing that I know about negative people is, whether it's good attention or bad attention, any attention is the attention that they need in order for you to stay in this cycle with them. Now, once you evolve and you elevate, don't look back. She's not looking back, she's moving forward. Okay, and not only that, but she watching her steps, because what she knows is, even though I slayed you hoes, I don't want to, step on your skull. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had the capability and possibility to do so, because I slayed you, I don't want to, because had it been, if it were my skull on this floor bed, then I would want the same respect. So even though they've been trying to taint you or distract you or destroy you, basically, you're still doing it with an open heart. And to me, that speaks volumes of your character. It speaks volumes of your strength. A lot of things that come in our life, it is a test of will. If we're going to um, choose to close our hearts, or are we going to choose to keep our hearts open. And part of you still doing this in such an honorable way shows that you're continuing to keep your heart open, and that means that your rise is even more prosperous. You are still beautifully and wonderfully made. It's something that it shows what type of uh what title you hold in an army. And you definitely the general. You're the truth. Let's see what's going on. And that's one thing that I learned. Regardless of whatever reason may be, I used to sit and try to analyze, well, why is it they don't like me? What is it that I can do to make it better? Some people, the resolution to make it better for some people is for you to be destroyed completely. Are you willing to be destroyed to make somebody else happy? No. So I learned to stop you know, asking, what can I do to make it better, or why is it somebody doesn't like me? I don't even care anymore. uh, the truth be told, I don't really care. And the reason why I don't care is because that's too much energy. And as living adults, we got too much to do and not enough time in the day to be babysitting somebody insecure feelings. Sometimes you just gotta continue to evolve, continue to grow, continue to move, get more comfortable with yourself, and stay that way and keep evolving. And uh, whoever is hating on your light, who's ever wishing the opposite of your greatness, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, hopefully, one could hope that they start to take more focus into their own selves so that they can see the light within themselves. That is the greatest hope. But I wish them well on their path of hatery, but collective, we ain't got time. We don't have time. Okay, we got the police in reverse. So you might be having somebody with some form of title or authority that or they might have lost a position of authority, or you might have thought of them as somebody in some type of position, and they don't have it anymore to you. they've lost they've lost that look on you. You've lost that understanding about them. You no longer see them in that way. Falling apart, falling into pieces. You're not falling apart, you're not falling into pieces. You're definitely on the rise. You want to come up, get that paper, baby. Bank failure. Okay, so you're about to have some blessings coming your way. You know what I'm saying? When you walk into your existence, it's definitely bound to be prosperous. Okay, so you got some prosperity coming, especially on your journey. And here's the thing that you need to understand. Um Prosperity can be happiness. It can be to be self-assured. You know what I'm saying? The most valuable thing in this existence is your energy. So whatever you're putting your energy in, that's definitely going to be the greatness, the outcome, the benefit of it all. And might I add, financial status does come behind that. What you have to understand is any negative thing that comes your way, you now know that it's because it's working for you and not against you. Don't take it personal. See it as a valuable lesson that you need to learn something from. Learn it and keep growing. Okay? Don't let nothing get you off your track. We spend too much time being dedicated to the whys and what ifs and trying to get everybody else to see the vision. Sometimes you gotta walk into the vision on your own. Um, Burning evidence. Okay. So they hating on you for no reason, is what I'm hearing. They hating on you for no reason because that's in the reverse. That means they couldn't find nothing on you. And that's basically your answer right there. If you wanted to know why somebody was hating, they didn't have any. They probably tried to look for something. They don't have it. Is that a you problem? No, that's a them problem. Okay, tell them to step aside with it. You know what Boosie say? Tell me why they hate and why they hating on me. Hey, when I'm trying to get this paper, stay thugging in these streets. And one thing about it, they can't find nothing on you. And whatever they think that they found on you, it's only highlighting the insecurities within themselves. Because where you came from, what it looked like, anything, where you at in life, how you feel, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you feel about it. How are you honest about it with yourself? Can't nobody put shame on you if you don't feel shame on yourself, okay? That's probably why they mad, because what they think they had on you is not something that they can hold against you. The situation is about to explode. Things are about to pop off in flames. Okay, so they trying to come for you. You've already destroyed them. Okay, so this is gonna cause an explosion. You get what I'm saying? We got some narcissists or some haters that they can't take your greatness, your shine, your elevation. They can't take it, so they about to act the fool, and that's okay. Let them act a fool on their own, cause ain't nobody got time. Now, when they start to do something that you got to show up and show out, then you're gonna show up and show out, cause you've already done that. They want a rematch basically because they lost, and one thing about it, you've become stronger because of the win. So it's nothing to you. It's only gonna make you stronger. When I say this, when you ascend and you become more comfortable in your ascension, can't nobody really, you become more confident in your ascension. The past things that thought they could have a chance to battle you, um they're sadly mistaken if they think that they can battle you again and win. It's a definite loss. It's not going to happen. You become stronger, you become greater. Your eyes are fully aware to the BS. So the second one, it probably won't even be an explosion to you. It'll just be one to them, because of course it's gonna make them look and feel even more pitiful. Um, what's this? Promiscuous, sleeps around, a temptress, free for all, steals your man. Okay, so my collective, somebody is either feeling as they went around spreading lies about you. Or they probably are insecure that you have the capability to take their partner. That's basically what I'm getting from this. And so they feel some type of way about your existence because they view you as competition, but clearly you are not competition. You're standing here alone. Okay, so collective, don't even get tight about it. If you are capable of stealing anybody's man, what they need to understand is people, man or woman, I'm sorry, but people are not possessions. They're humans. They have feelings. Nothing, no human being can be taken from another human being. First and foremost, it can be merely the fact that their relationship was probably already bullshit. So if it is bullshit, then the person is choosing to leave, and hopefully they're not choosing to leave just to be with someone, but for themselves, whatever the reason is. Collective, I don't think it matters to you. I think it's childish. I think it's, foolery for someone to cause havoc upon you because of their own insecurities about whatever personal relationship situation they have going on that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Because clearly they couldn't find any evidence. That means that you weren't even trying to take somebody's partner. So whatever thought process they had is clearly in their own mind. They're instead of them realizing that they've been delusional. But that's not your point to prove. That's something that us all as adults, we all have a brain. We all have the capability to come to common understanding. And if they're choosing not to, then that is something that they need to take up to counseling, take up to the almighty source. Who knows? Um, Getting a room, hotel, motel, suite, business pleasure. Um, that's in the reverse as well. We got a lot in the reverse. Somebody has definitely been looking at you as if you were, you know, trying to do something against them. even though you didn't give them any reason to feel or believe that. um Somebody is definitely insecure, or they're probably in a relationship with somebody who has put them in a situation to be insecure. Who knows? But you definitely getting some clarity, collective, if this is the reason why somebody or somebodies have been hating on you. It's possibly because they have been feeling as if, you're definitely somebody who can take their partner away from them. They see you as competition, and they've created an idea in their delusional mind that you were going to act on that. And yeah, so that's probably why they was hating. Recording, announcing, expressing, revealing truth. See, that's in the reverse, and that goes along with burning evidence. They don't even have any reason to justify their behavior or thought process towards you, collective. They just really I mean, at some point, they got to come to terms that they really just been hating on you, which is really sad. Total drama action is definitely drama. And I feel like with a situation about to explode, because they are drama filled type of people, they definitely about to create some unnecessary drama, which is possibly going to make them look even more shameful and ridiculous. um so you stay aware and understand, but as adults, especially in my situation, um as an adult, well, not my situation, but situations that I have had occur in my life, I have grown to the understanding that can't nothing control you. And not only that, you're not in control of anything on the outside of you. um People are looking for you to lose your self control. So the best way to maintain that is to understand you can't control how ignorant people want to act out here, or how people want to go around and do whatever. They want to spread lies and rumors, but your character will show and tell whether there's any truth in that, by you being true to yourself first, and understanding that your integrity is far more important than getting into a mud fight with pigs. Is basically um stay bougie and free, okay? Keeping a secret. So they keeping it on a hush. They don't want you to know. They trying to come. They trying to sneak up on you. Okay. They don't want to let you know straight up that they trying to come up from behind. So keep your eyes in the back of your head as well. Stay fully prepared. And don't be afraid of ignorance, because ignorant people, they have minds of children, so they're not even wise, and that's why they have the thought process of trying to sneak attack you. But you'll foresee it, because even though they're trying to be secretive about it, they're gonna be loud as the fireworks outside of my window right now. Tired of drama. I understand, collective. I know you tired of drama. I know that it is an aggravating thing, but to whom much is giving, much is required. So basically, what this understanding is, the more you grow, hatred is not going to disappear. But what you can do is understand that when they hating, you doing something right. You doing something right, collective. You are doing something right. Okay. Um, a game over in reverse. So in their mind, the game is not over. Um, like I said, they trying to come for a rematch, but they can't do nothing to you. They can't do nothing with you. So, you know, the game may not be over for them, because most of the time when you get into a brawl or something, the person that lost, they always want another round. And the people that win, of course, some people be like, sure, you can get your round, I'll let you get another round or whatever the case may be. But collective, we don't have time for that. But either way, the game is over for you. So it's in the reverse only because that's how they feel. But you don't have to feel that way because ain't nobody got time for no get back, especially if I already won. What more can I get back? What more can I say? Whoo, we on the rise, collective, and I'm telling you, if they feeling any pressure in their chest, they just gonna have to feel it till it burn through their skin like acid because don't nobody have time for that. Don't nobody care. Okay? We all, we all have to live in this life. We all have something that we want to do. We all want to live a life that's happy and peaceful and joyful. And if those people don't want to live like that, that's their problem. Your truth, your happiness, that's your concern. If it makes them happy to hate on you, so be it. If it makes them happy to try to plot on you, so be it. But at the end of the day, you stay protected. You stay true because the ancestors are protecting you because you're walking in your light, because you're walking in your greatness, because you're finding peace within yourself. So keep going. The Almighty sees everything. The Almighty is in everything. So nothing's happening to you, it's happening for you. Whatever they think they about to accomplish, as long as you stay in the upright, it's gonna fail. So it's nothing to keep you up at night. I know it don't keep me up at night with no hater. I sleep well at night. I foresee what they think they got coming for me, and I'm like, whatever. And what's so crazy is they probably be in a whole group discussion collective talking about you like, oh, I can't stand her. We gonna do this on this day and this and that and this and that. Like, this is y'all hopes and dreams. Y'all think about me more than y'all think about Santa Claus. What you got going on? Tell them to take a deep breath and chill. Tell them if they looking for your downfall, tell them don't hold their breath. Okay, so they will play victim once they know they're losing, and that's in the reverse. And what I'm getting from that is they gonna be bold. They gonna say, yeah, I did it. they gonna seem just as ignorant as they are. They gonna be just as ignorant as they are because even though they ain't got nothing to prove their delusion, they feel like their delusion is reality. So they gonna be proud to say they did something stupid to make themselves look dumb. P-charge your energy, distance yourself, take a break, vacation, pamper, indulgence, do the things that make you happy. And this is in the reverse. They being bitter because they sitting there peeping on your ass. They watching you. That's in the reverse. They can't do nothing that make themselves happy. They can't pay attention to the things that will help elevate them because they too busy focusing on you and praying for your downfall. How about people need to start focusing on themselves? See, this is the thing that people don't understand. People look for things to hate about you, to be jealous about you. They don't like because you're happy with yourself. And they want your happiness. They want what you have, all because they haven't spent the time to find something to be happy about themselves. Who knows? You probably felt like they was better than you. But they jealous of you because what you have, they lack. You see? And then not only that, they don't even know that they have the capability to be just as happy by finding happiness in what they do have and practicing or building and what you have. Asking you, how you got that? You know what I'm saying? That's a cute dress. Where you got that dress from? Instead, they're going to hate you because they wish they had the dress. Not realizing that they have the full capability to get the same thing and not necessarily try to sabotage you for it or from it. Own worst enemy. You cause most of your problems or most of the bad things that happen to you yourself. Collective, you are a person that you don't, you're not a problematic person. And that's probably why they have a problem with you. You don't cause any problems. You're a good person, and they want you to be a bad person so that it can make them seem better. Oh, we talking about an insecure type of person or an insecure crowd of people. Okay. We got causing chaos and fights in your love connections. And that was in the reverse. That means that you're not problematic in any form to other people around you. You're a good person, genuine person. I think that's extremely healthy. And most of the time, when people notice this about you, they try anything to close your heart so that you can become like them. Um, People want you to become smaller so that they can feel equal to you or greater than you, and you don't have time for that. You don't you call yourself a good suffrage when you're trying to maintain yourself in such a low vibration just for the security of someone else. They gonna either have to rise up to the occasion for themselves, or they gonna have to get away. They gonna have to move around, and that's just how that goes. you know um when two people are fighting, people who are witnessing the fight, they don't see who's right or wrong in that moment. They see two people fighting. So you don't want to seem just as ignorant as them, by sitting there fighting with them. You become you look like the better person regardless of how hard it may seem. But walking away is just such a powerful thing. It leaves ignorant people in such a all place about themselves, because they have no choice but to force themselves into seeing the reality of their own ignorance. um they can't stand to see you shine, and that was in the reverse. So secretly they love your shine. They love it and they hate you for it. Wow. And that's a common thing for a lot of people. You know, they see somebody else's shine, and because they haven't realized the shine within themselves, they don't even come to the question if they have a shine at all. They don't know if they're shining or not because they never even asked themselves that question. They just see your shine, and because you're shining, it highlights all of their insecurities. And they want to attack it. They want to dim your light as too bright, but you stand strong. Um, so I wouldn't even sweat the I wouldn't even sweat the small stuff. You know, I've had quite a few haters or whatever. I've dealt with a lot of narcissistic people, and it's taught me to become stronger and more confident in myself, and to not even care how anybody feels. It doesn't even matter, and don't let your mind even convince yourself to dim even a little bit for anybody's security. You be bold, you be strong in yourself. If they hating on your light or they loving your light secretly, whatever the case may be, shine that thing even brighter. I mean, turn it all the way up to the max. Turn it up to the max. And one thing about it, when the brighter your light becomes, the harder it is for them to get you. So whatever secret plot they think they got to take that from you, they're gonna have to work 10 times harder. They're gonna have to put their brains together, like literally, and really start up their thinking skills. And hopefully by the time they even come to some form of completion of this plot, they'll start to realize that it's the dumbest thing in the world. um Let me give you something positive, collective. You stand strong. Don't let nobody get to you. Don't nobody have time for that. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that, because you could take yourself all outside of what you got going on to try to be at the concern for others, and the only thing they're gonna show you is that they really don't care. So when they don't even go, don't even try to figure it out or whatever. You don't have time. Oh, my foot hurt. Oh, okay. It's the sitting on the nail story, about the dog on the porch sitting on the nail. The little girl said, it was a story about the little girl walking down the street, and she heard the dog moaning. The dog just moaning. And she walked up to the porch and she see the dog moaning, and there was a man on the porch in the rocking chair. He just rocking his chair while the dog was moaning. And so the little girl asked the man, "Why the dog moaning?" And the man said, "I don't know. He's sitting on a nail." And she said, "Well, why he won't get up?" And the man said, "I guess he ain't hurting bad enough." Okay? So basically, what I'm letting you know is the nail doesn't move. The nail was already there. The dog chose to go sit on the nail and moan and complain and groan. Why? For attention. Attention seekers. You get what I'm saying? They want to be in pain and suffrage, and they want you to feel bad, or they want you to go sit on a nail next to them. So all of y'all can be in that victim mentality and moan and groan. And when you see somebody who's not sitting on a nail, you sit there and you feel some type of agitation towards them, some form of hate towards them, because they need to come and sit on the nail too. Whether they sit on the nail on the porch across the street because we enemies, because I had to hate them to do it, or whether they come and decide to be in alignment with us on this porch sitting on nails. No, how about they get their ass off of the nail and grow up and stop sitting on nails, so you can have people feel sorry for you or try to make it seem as if you're such the victim, when really you the problem. You are the problem. Why would you walk up to a nail on the porch and sit on it? And see, that's why the man that was in the chair rocking didn't do nothing to help the dog, because he knew that the dog was fully capable of getting his ass up off the goddamn nail. Okay, collective? He knew it. He knew it. Okay? Here's some positive things. Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. So regardless of whether you know where you're going or what you're doing, or whatever you may be going through at this time as you grow and walk through your path, just know that whatever you're seeking, it's on the other side. It's right there. It's not going nowhere. It's just for you. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. And see, that's the thing, collective. That's the thing that people don't want you to see. That you already had this within you. That you already knew. They want you to second guess yourself. But stand confident in your own understanding. You got this. You know what's going on. You know what's up. And it says, when you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you. And that's what you have to understand. Even if you can't see it, even if you don't understand certain things about it. Look at it all as positivity and understand that it is coming to you because you're going to it. That is how this works. When you start to walk, it starts to get closer. So you're both moving and vibrating towards each other, okay? It says, you aren't done, you are just getting started. Wow. So definitely you were in a cycle that was holding you back. You're free now. And you definitely about to be you about to be on it. You own it, okay? And basically you might as well say you already here, because if you listening to this, it's already here. It's already happening. You know, your existence is just getting ready to mold into that, but it's already here. So keep doing you. Keep doing your thing. You have reached a new level and a new land to be discovered. There is something for you there. I'm telling you, already you reached your path. You reached your purpose. All and you keep walking in your path, in your purpose, in your happiness, in your light. Everything around you is going to start to shift to where you can actually see that you are in it, that you are there. You get what I'm saying? So don't change that. Don't get distracted by the minor the 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 people that feel like they're going to be setbacks. They're not setbacks at all. They're definitely the signs that are showing you that you're on the right path. You know, nothing in this life wants to seem as if it comes easy. It absolutely comes easy, especially with the inner knowing of oneself. But what they call it to be a challenge or something that's problematic is definitely, it's just a sign of letting you know that you're definitely on the right track. Stay going, okay? And until next time, I would like to say peace.